Welcome to our video, The Future of Climate, What Science Says About 2050. In this presentation, we will explore key scientific projections regarding climate change and its far-reaching effects on our planet over the next few decades. From rising global temperatures to the challenges of food security and water scarcity, we'll dissect the critical issues facing our ecosystems and communities. Join us as we also highlight potential positive developments that could arise if proactive measures are taken. Let's embark on this journey to understand what the future holds and how we can influence it. 1. Global temperature rise. In a high-emission scenario, often referred to as RCP 8.5, global temperatures could skyrocket by 2.5 to 3.5 degrees Celsius, 4.5 to 6.3 degrees Fahrenheit, compared to pre-industrial levels. This would mean more frequent and intense heat waves, altering the very fabric of climates worldwide. Imagine summers that feel like an unending sauna, with extreme weather events becoming regular occurrences. On the other hand, a low-emission scenario, RCP 2.6, offers a glimmer of hope. Here, temperature increases could be limited to 1.5 to 2 degrees Celsius, 2.7 to 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit, which, although still significant, might help reduce some of the severe impacts of climate change. It's akin to choosing between a scorching desert and a sweltering tropical day. Both are hot, but one offers more respite. 2. Sea level rise. By 2050, sea levels are projected to rise by 0.3 to 0.6 meters, 1 to 2 feet, with regional variations adding layers of complexity to the picture. For coastal cities like Miami, Jakarta, and Mumbai, this could mean chronic flooding, transforming vibrant urban centers into waterlogged landscapes. Imagine trying to navigate a city where streets have transformed into canals. Saltwater intrusion poses another threat, seeping into freshwater supplies and jeopardizing agriculture and drinking water sources. The coastal regions could become a battleground, where the ocean reclaims land and resources. 3. Extreme weather events. As oceans warm, they provide the fuel for more intense hurricanes and cyclones, turning these storms into formidable forces of nature. Picture storms that are not only more frequent but also more ferocious, wreaking havoc on everything in their path. Heavier rainfall events could become the norm, overwhelming urban infrastructure and leading to devastating floods. Meanwhile, prolonged droughts and heatwaves could disrupt agriculture and water supplies, especially in vulnerable regions like the Mediterranean, Sub-Saharan Africa, and the American Southwest. It's a chain reaction where one event triggers another, creating a cycle of destruction. 4. Ecosystem and biodiversity loss. The tipping points for ecosystems are alarming. The Amazon rainforest, often called the lungs of the planet, could transform into a savanna-like ecosystem, drastically reducing its role as a carbon sink. Coral reefs might face near-total collapse due to warming and acidification, endangering marine biodiversity. Imagine a world where the vibrant colors of coral reefs fade to lifeless grays. Up to 1 million species could be at risk of extinction due to habitat destruction and climate stress, a sobering reminder of the fragility of life on Earth. 5. Food security. The impacts on food security are profound. Crop yields for staples like wheat, rice, and maize could decline by 10 to 25% in some regions, primarily due to heat stress and changing precipitation patterns. This would mean less food on the table and increased competition for resources. Fisheries, too, are threatened, as warmer and more acidic oceans could reduce fish stocks, impacting billions of people dependent on seafood. As food prices rise, global instability could ensue, with nations grappling to feed their populations. 6. Water scarcity. Water scarcity could affect up to 5 billion people by 2050. A staggering figure that underscores the gravity of the situation. Reduced rainfall and overexploitation of groundwater sources could exacerbate the problem, leaving regions like the Middle East, North Africa, and parts of South Asia particularly vulnerable. Imagine a world where water becomes a precious commodity, sparking conflicts and forcing populations to migrate in search of this life-sustaining resource. 7. Human health. The health implications of a changing climate are dire. Rising temperatures could lead to tens of thousands of additional deaths annually from heatwaves, turning summer months into periods of peril. Vector-borne diseases like malaria and dengue could spread as mosquitoes expand into new regions, posing new challenges for public health systems. Air quality could also worsen, with increased wildfires and urban pollution exacerbating respiratory and cardiovascular issues, making the air we breathe a silent threat. 8. Economic costs. The economic costs of climate change are staggering, with projections suggesting a potential reduction in global GDP by 10 to 20% by 2050 without significant mitigation efforts. The rising costs of repairing climate-related damages could strain both public and private finances, creating a financial burden that could be difficult to bear. Insurance industries might face unprecedented challenges, and infrastructure could require significant investment to withstand the new normal. 9. Social and political challenges. The social and political landscape could be reshaped by climate change. Climate migration might force tens of millions to become climate refugees, fleeing rising seas, droughts, or failed agriculture. This movement of people could strain resources and exacerbate tensions, leading to potential conflicts over water and arable land. It's a domino effect where environmental changes trigger social upheaval. 10. Potential positive developments, with action. Despite the challenges, there are potential positive developments if decisive action is taken. Technological advances in renewable energy, carbon capture, and climate adaptation could mitigate impacts, offering hope for a sustainable future. Strong international agreements could ensure a coordinated response to climate challenges, fostering global cooperation. Transitioning to sustainable practices in agriculture, forestry, and urban planning could enhance resilience, creating a world where humanity thrives in harmony with nature.